All right, you should be ready to print off your working drawing for the puzzle box. You notice mine looks a little bit different. The page is a little bit bigger. So this is called the legal title block. Legal refers to the size of the page. So normally an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper is called a letter sized piece of paper. And this is legal. So it's 8.5 by 14. You can change the size of your title block over by the sheet number by right clicking, edit the sheet. You can choose a custom size and change the 11 to a 14. So if you want to start by doing that, that'll give you enough room for everything that needs to go on here. I'll just kind of remind you, you should have an explosion right here with everything ballooned. We've got our assembly and we've got our multi-view drawing. Now, these two views are 1/4 inch scale, 0.25. The assembly, the multi-view, is 3/8, so it's a little bit bigger. Please follow those scales. You need to add 3 dimensions that prove your box is going to be built to the right size. So 5 by 4 by 4.5. I've got my title block parts list filled out. Notice that the description is also filled out. I've got 3 different types of material: 1/4 inch plywood, basswood, and PLA plastic that will be 3D printed. The last thing that you're going to need is over here on the left-hand side. We have 3 different shapes of parts. My top and bottom are both, that is the same part. So I just have to put that in one time. I just want a profile view, just a front view of that part. Same is true with the back and the right and left sides. They are labeled and they too are a 3/8 scale. Please make sure you fill out the title block. The drawing name should be puzzle box, and scale you can put as 3/8, and the date, period, and all the other stuff you fill out accordingly. Now, the one thing that we haven't gone over is how in the world do we get this paper to print in the printer? In order to have it print correctly, once you have everything done, you're going to go to File, Print. You're going to choose the 2764 Color LJ printer. We're going to go to Properties. So we have to tell it that we're using a different type of paper. And in the printing shortcuts, paper size, legal. And look what happens to this little picture up here. It gets a little bit longer. So let's go ahead and click OK. And I always like to do a preview first to make sure that it isn't rotated the wrong way. It looks good. And so I can, by hitting print, I go back to the print dialog box and click OK. Now there should be legal paper loaded into that printer in the CAD lab. If not, just let Mr. Rue know and he'll show you how to load that paper. Once you've got it turned in, please bring it up and we'll go through your working drawing.